In the previous video, we saw how adding, subtracting, and multiplying letters works. But of course, we can have formulas that combine two or more of these operations, and we need to know how to deal with those. And that is what this video is about. Luckily, the rules here are mostly what you would expect. Simplification follows the order of operations, which means that multiplication comes before addition or subtraction. So if we have a formula like this, 5xy plus 2y times 3x, we see an addition and a multiplication. The multiplication goes first, so we first multiply 2y by 3x. Because we haven't done anything with the first term yet, we just copy it to the next line, and then we write down the result of this multiplication, which is 6xy. Now it turns out we have two like terms, so we can add them. 5xy plus 6xy is 11xy. Another example, a times 2b gives us 2ab. We copy the minus sign, and then we calculate 4 times 2ab, which is 8ab. We have two like terms again. 2ab minus 8ab, 2 minus 8 is negative 6, so we get negative 6ab. Now with minus signs and subtraction we have to be careful. Mainly we have to keep track of which minus signs we have already used. And this is especially important when we subtract a product involving negative numbers. We will look at two ways to simplify this particular formula. Negative 5x times 2y minus 4y times negative x. The first product here is a negative times a positive, giving us a negative 10xy. Now the first way we can do the rest is by copying the minus sign and then resolving 4y times negative x, which gives us negative 4xy. Subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive, so we can change these two minus signs into a plus sign, and then negative 10xy plus 4xy gives us negative 6xy. Another way we could have done this, which gives the same result, is as follows. We resolve the first multiplication again, but now we look at this minus sign here as sticking to the 4y. So we resolve the calculation negative 4y times negative x. A negative times a negative is a positive, so this gives us positive 4xy, so plus 4xy. And then again, negative 10xy plus 4xy is negative 6xy. So the end result is the same. So basically, we have some freedom in when we deal with this minus sign, as long as we make sure that we use it once. There is still only one correct simplified version of this formula. So combining operations does not give us too much trouble so far, just multiplication before addition and subtraction, and keep track of your minus signs, and then you should be fine. However, there will be a slight complication when we start including brackets in the mix, and this is what the next video will be about.